As we advance in time, it's in our nature to go bigger and further. Though we're not against that, we're always open towards a better way to enjoy the ride, especially with the ones that matter most.
Let's go, baby! Something kind of appealing about this size of boat. Feels easy. Nice Abaco, full dolphin right there.
Oh my goodness.
Well, 270 miles later, we're still knocking off the bucket list. Another summer, but seeking new opportunity and a whole lot of life to live.
Guys, this is so cool.
Look how pretty.
It's about making this as enjoyable as possible. And I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty enjoyable. All right, so welcome back to Life by the Bow from West Palm Beach here. If you guys see, we're actually on a different boat today. Our center console sold, so kind of funny. We were doing a cobia shoot for our production company, Cowart Media, recently, and we were joking around. I was like, hey, I sold my boat, so you guys are just gonna have to leave this cobia here with me. And that's exactly what they did. So this is the all-new Cobia 305. Never been seen before because it is new to the market. So really cool that they let us borrow this boat, just so that way we can do what we're doing, which is crossing over to the Abacos. So we're bringing you guys along for the ride. Before we get going, just want to say a huge thanks to Marine Connection down here in West Palm Beach. They iced the boat, they fueled it up, and here we are. You guys are here every step of the way. All right, so we're just now losing sight of the horizon, and from West Palm Beach to the west end, which is our first leg of the trip, it's about 70 miles, so not too bad, especially when we have conditions like we have here. But you know, it's so funny, when we started Life by the Bow, we started in a 30-foot boat, and there's something kind of appealing about this size of boat. Feels easy. And I think what's cool is we have a Seakeeper, we have Seakeeper Ride, we have the Garmin trolling motor, 2 screens, I mean, joystick, this thing is fully loaded. Well, we had to bring a lot because we're gonna be here for an entire week, but so far so good. Talk about a perfect crossing right there, guys. The only problem is it's 6 o'clock. I think that the customs office is closed, and that's really gonna burden our trip because what we wanted to do was fish our way to Abaco. Fingers crossed right now that this office is still open, but if it's not, looks like we're gonna be sleeping in tomorrow morning. Everything happens for a reason, so we're gonna dock up real quick, see what happens. You never know until you try. So as you guys saw, I mean, conditions could not be any better, and that's what it looks like it's gonna be like for the next couple days. But what we're gonna do is call it a night here, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna get going again, and we're actually gonna go down the southern part of the Abacos. We're gonna go the southern part because there's a lot of great fishing along the way. Next time you guys will see us is when we're heading over to Abaco. See you guys bright and early. All right, so day 2 here, back on the move. Beautiful crossing to continue our way over to the Abacos. Everything worked out perfectly. We were able to clear customs late last night, so we're cleared to fish. We're good to go. We're spinning up the radar right now to see if we can find any birds. From where we're at right now, just left Freeport, got about 150 miles to go to get to where we're going, but it's safe to say throughout the span that we're traveling, shouldn't be too long until we find something. So Welcome to Great Abaco Island here. We still got a little while to go. We have about 55 miles until Hopetown. We noticed that there's a shipwreck, and we're always kind of a sucker for things like this because it's always so cool to explore. But this specific area that we're in right now, I mean, like I said, we're 55 miles away from where we're going. So this is pretty remote, completely untouched. I'm so tempted to get in the water here just to check it out real quick and just see what's around. The bottom here is just unreal. Tell you what, doesn't get much better than this right here. Anchor lock on the center console. That's pretty awesome.
Massive hogfish right on this ledge right here. So he just spooked off, but he's right inside of this rock right here. So I'm gonna dive down, see if I can get a shot on him. Got him. That is a massive hogfish. How you start an Abaco's trip right there, guys. I mean, just a beast of a hogfish right there. That's pretty close to as big as they get, but that's a big male hogfish, and you could tell by his snout right there. What's really cool about hogfish is they start out as females and they actually transition into males as they reach maturity. When they get this big, they definitely get smart. The smaller ones sometimes are a little easier to shoot, but I'm so glad we stopped to hop in. But stuff like this only happens in a place like this. And I mean, we just have the perfect weather, blue skies. And I mean, just look at this location here behind us. I mean, this is just epic stuff. All right, let's see what else we can get. There's a really nice ledge right here. I'm seeing a couple white bar gates. We're gonna swim around a little bit and see if we can maybe find some hogs, maybe groupers. Hopefully the next time you guys see me, I got a fish. I just shot a huge Nassau grouper. We got to try to get him out of this rock as soon as possible because no doubt some sharks are going to show up. There we go, baby. That'll feed the family tonight. I'll take that. Yeah, baby. Woo! Pretty awesome, guys. Beautiful Nassau grouper right there. They get a little bit bigger than this, but this is a nice size Nassau. Absolutely beautiful. Got them in the perfect spot too. Didn't sacrifice any meat whatsoever. Actually pretty proud of myself. Pretty awesome. So we have officially made it to Hopetown here. In total, from West Palm Beach to where we're at now was 270 miles. I'm not gonna say I wasn't disappointed that we didn't find any dolphin or tunas along the way, because we definitely made up for it with that hogfish and that grouper. So I'm pretty satisfied, but this is really cool. I mean, this is an entirely new experience from what I can see visually here. I mean, it has a very different feel from anywhere I've ever been in the Bahamas. Really excited to see what else this place has to offer. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up into Sea Spray Marina. The house that we're staying at, Incommunicado, actually comes with a 35-foot slip. And once we hop off, we're gonna show you guys the house. I think we're just gonna take it easy for the rest of the day. All right, well, we got the boat docked up now. Got the boys in the back with all the gear. Joanna right there.
Welcome to Incommunicado.
Doesn't get any better than this right here.
Welcome.
There she is.
Listen, I'll be here for the next month or so if they let me.
How about the next year?
I would totally do it. Clay, this house is gorgeous. Look at this, look at this.
What do you think, Keely?
You like
Do
it?
you like it, baby?
She loves it. She's been running back and forth from room to room, making sure she's
relocating everything.
That's right. She's moving her chair all around the house. She's trying to find the perfect spot for her chair.
Like, that's right. But talk about what a way to experience the Bahamas here. Typically when we come to these homes, it's all about the inside. But this house has so much going on. First things first, if you lose power on the island, the entire house is powered by solar, which is pretty amazing. And then if we come to the back right here, check this out. This is pretty crazy.
Woo-hoo! Look at this view with this pool.
And I'm so thankful for the Bradford family, which are the ones that own this home. They invited us to come stay here, and they said, hey, we've noticed that you guys have never stayed in the Abacos. You never visited the Abacos. So none of this would be possible without them. And I'm sure if you guys are watching this, you are boaters. What's great is the house actually has an ice maker. They have a gym. This is just one of the things that just continues to put this house over the top. And then you have the bunk suite downstairs, which is where the camera crew is staying. There's actually 4 beds in there, which is pretty amazing. And then we have 2 bedrooms inside the house. But check this out right here, guys. There's the kitchen, there's the living room, there's my mom and dad right there. And that looks like fresh coconuts on the table right there. But then we have a laundry room, but I mean, Hopetown, this is just another level, guys.
I was welcomed at the ferry and they said, well, welcome to the Abacos, the best part of the Bahamas. I don't know if it's the best, but I'll tell you what.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
It is, everything is the best in the Bahamas.
That
right?
is the truth right there.
Everything. Every island is beautiful in its own way. And this is definitely up there, for sure. If you guys don't have a boat, you can always fly over here, hang out. I'm sure there's local guides you can hire too.
Oh, plenty of them.
Oh yeah, I see tons of boats here.
But I was my own local guide today, and I'm gonna be the local guide
the rest of the time that
You're my
we're
local
here.
guide?
I'm your local guide, your local guy.
And local guy.
That's right. That's the truth. You have to be with this one, right? But what we're gonna do is put down the camera. We're gonna see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, and we're gonna do some fishing.
Gotta say, I am well rested. It was wonderful. And then waking up to seeing this beautiful, beautiful sunrise. I just feel like, Clay, just leave me here. I'll see you next year.
I told Gretchen, the homeowner, that the next time they come, you may be here, so.
Right?
But we are rigging up right now to go out and do some fishing. We're literally just gonna pull these chuggers all day. I didn't bring any bait. You know, I'm the family man now, so you gotta keep things nice and simple. Ultimately, we're gonna be looking for some mahi. Supposedly there's some big mahis here in the Abacos.
All right, Seakeeper is on, and I have to say, I'm actually really impressed, right?
I am. For a 30-foot boat, this rides very well.
We're gonna see how well it fishes. We know it dives well,
Yeah.
that's for sure. To be honest, guys, I'm winging it. If I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what I'm doing out here. I mean, there's just this massive ledge right here. We ran probably about 30 miles north of the Abacos, and we're just gonna put out a simple trolling spread, hang out, lead the Seakeeper on, do a little bit of trolling. Step one, we're gonna get our Jim Lux outriggers out here. So we got a big old chugger right there. Like I said, just keeping it simple. Can toss that out. We're gonna do a 4-rod spread. We're gonna do 2 right off the back here, and then we're gonna do another 2 in the outriggers. For those of you that have never used outriggers before, basically there's a little release clip right here, and you put the line inside of the release clip, and you take that pulley, and essentially what this does is it carries the line away from the boat. So that way when you're making sharp turns, you don't have to worry about the lines getting tangled. Another advantage is it gets the line outside of the prop wash. Sometimes it'll give the bait better presentation. But like I said, guys, really simple stuff. All we're doing is just trolling around, probably at about like 8 miles an hour. And we're just gonna hope for the best. Seeing some birds, a little bit of grass mixed in. So the signs of life are here, which is exactly what we want. We're on. Stephanie, come back here.
I'm coming.
What is it? So we just saw a frigate bird. Just got tight on something. Keeping the boat in gear.
Clay, this
weird.
is big. Whatever it is.
Well, whatever it is, I don't know if it knows it's hooked yet.
There, it just woke up. Oh my gosh.
I think it might be a big mahi. Is it
Right
a big
there.
dolphin? Yeah, big dolphin,
Oh,
Stephanie.
snap.
I think we have a big dolphin.
No.
Just came
No.
off. Yep,
No.
just came off. Dang. That's a heartbreaker. We've been fishing so hard all day today too.
How did that just pop out?
I don't know. Bring it up. Did like the hook break? I mean, what's the deal with that?
I pulled it.
No, just pulled the hook on him.
Man, that sucks.
All right, almost 11 o'clock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head south and we're gonna see if we can just find signs of life on the way, whether it's birds, debris. So we're gonna get up on plane, start moving. There's a frigate over there.
Hopefully it produces, because the last one we got produced.
I honestly don't even want to talk about it.
What?
I don't even want to talk about it. Let's just pretend that that was like a barracuda or something.
Okay. I can't because I saw the color.
All right, come on, keep him on, keep him on. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. Nice, Stephanie, nice. Let him take his run. I'm just gonna slow down just a touch. That's what we've been fishing all day for. That's a big fish. That's a big fish. That's a really big fish. Wow, man. Wow. That's crazy. This girl has a long way to go right now. We've been fishing all day. My heart is pumping so hard right now because we've already lost a big one. I can't even talk right now. I just want this to happen so bad. There'd be nothing better than a big dolphin in the Abacos. And that first one that we hooked today, such a heartbreaker because it was a big fish. He's probably gonna go around the backside of the engine, so get ready for that. That's a nice dolphin. That's a really nice dolphin. Looks like he's going around the backside of the engines. Go over the engines. You good? Let's see if we can get him boat side. Nice bull, really nice bull. Now walk up towards the rigger. Whichever side you can, okay? Whichever side you can. Let's go! Let's go, baby!
I could not.
Nice Abacos bull dolphin right there!
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about!
After losing the first dolphin,
Yeah!
really nervous.
Right
Oh my goodness.
Good freaking job, Stephanie.
Man, it's been a slow morning.
It has been, and that first one, like I said, such a heartbreaker. But this is as good as it can get for us, man. I mean, I'm not greedy. One big bull dolphin right there, I'm a happy man. Are you happy?
I'm so happy.
That's it right there, guys. Yes!
Woo!
Look how cool though, he's literally changing colors right before our eyes. He was just green, now he's turned this vibrant blue.
Beautiful.
That's why these fish are just so cool, man. All right, go ahead, open up that box. Oh, that's sweet, man.
Woo!
I don't think my adrenaline has been pumping that hard for a fish in a long time. When you lose one big one and you get a second opportunity, so cool, guys.
It is.
So cool. That's why we do it.
Yeah, yeah. And what's awesome is like, we stuck it out and we kept going because I was just like, you know what? That stinks that we lost that first fish. But here we are. We put one in the fish box.
And the best part is we're not cleaning 10. We got to clean one and the entire family's eating.
That's right.
Well, it's nice when you come back to the dock on day 2. We have another big fish to clean up here. That's how I like to do it. It's always quality over quantity in the Bahamas. And this is Grant right here. Come on, Grant. So you work here at Sea Spray, right?
Yes, sir. Work here in the office with a great team of ours.
And so Grant, he actually grew up here in the Bahamas, and basically when we were pulling up, he said what's up because he's a viewer of Life by the Bow, which is pretty awesome. So you were born in Nassau, right?
Yes, sir. That's our capital.
What would you say is probably like one of the most unique things about growing up in a place like the Abacos?
Definitely the fishing for sure. It's
Yeah.
so great, not having to go far offshore. It's great to share fish with the family, that's a great passion of mine.
Well, I think this is what's so cool. I mean, we ran as far as like 30 miles away from the Abacos today because I was kind of under the impression, at least the way that it is, down in the Keys, the further you go away from the civilization, the better the fishing gets. But we were just like right off of Hopetown right here.
Worth the ride, eh?
Oh, no idea, man. Made it all worth it.
Say hi, Dada.
Were you a good girl today?
Say hi, Dada.
With Grandma and Grandpa, who were extremely happy to have here. I'll tell you what, I told myself on this trip that we were gonna enjoy this house, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. This is it right here, guys. This is why you come to the Abacos. I mean, you guys saw the spearfishing. You saw that big bull mahi today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really think it gets better than that.
Right,
but it
Kiwi?
does, but it does.
You bring your child to a place like this and
Yep.
it gets better. Now it's, our vacations have changed a little bit. Right, Keely? Yeah.
But we're just gonna enjoy the pool for the rest of the day, guys. And then I think tomorrow we'll find a nice lunch spot, nice sandbar. That's about it, right, Keely?
It's Dada.
Yeah, baby.
She's getting camera shy.
Yeah, you want some? All right. Well, another beautiful day here in the Abacos. I don't even know what day of the trip it even is, but I guess you could say that's a good problem to have.
Yes, it is.
As we always say, once you get done with fishing and obviously you have dinner secured, it's just all about having a good time, exploring. But I'll tell you what, you guys can keep all the fish in the ocean because this is what it's all about right here. All right, so finally made it on the boat. Got a full boat day today, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna work our way towards the west. First spot that we're gonna go to, I found it on Google Maps last night. It says sea turtles and stingrays, and it looks like you can feed some sea turtles there. So I think that would be something really cool for Keely to see, entire family to do. There's a nice white sandy beach there, but we got about 30 miles to go, and we're gonna get going. Talk about a setup right here, guys. That whole shade system and the table up in the bow is pretty awesome. You know, it's especially good for the baby, but we brought a ton of squid to start feeding these guys right here. We're gonna start getting them all fired up. What I really wanna try to get over here is the turtle. I think it'd be so cool to feed him for Keely. So these guys can be docile, but at the end of the day, they're still wild animals. So you wanna make sure you don't step on them, you don't disturb him, because he still has a barb. He's looking for a squid. He thinks my toes are a squid. What's pretty cool about stingrays is they're actually in the shark family, but you don't really have to worry about their teeth. All they need is just a little bit of respect. So if you look right here, there's all these little fish that are following around the stingrays. These are actually called maharas. When the stingrays churn up all the sediment and the sand off the bottom, maharas come and they eat whatever is inside of that sediment.
Look at that cuda right here,
Yeah.
just waiting.
See if the cuda will eat some. Oh, there he goes. He just ate it, look.
Oh,
and
the
houndfish. So here's the turtle right here, guys, look.
Look how pretty. That's so cool.
Ooh. Here, come here, Mr. Stingray. We'll give you some. Oh, right there, dude. Right there. Right there. There you go. Guys, this is so cool.
Say hi,
There you
turtle.
go, buddy.
Don't bite daddy. Say hi.
The biggest thing is here too, guys, whenever you're doing this type of stuff, don't touch the turtles, don't carry them out of the water. At the end of the day, these are still wild animals, and they do bite, and they will give you stitches. Now look at this one. This is a big one right here. What's up, dude? Hey, are you full? That's so cool. At the end of the day, they are wild animals, and they can be very fragile. So we want to make sure that we take care of stuff like this. So this is something that everybody can come out here and do. but this is so cool. And the best part about this is it's so quiet right here. Not a lot of boats. I would imagine a place like this would be packed. You can stay as close as you want to me, just don't bite me, okay?
So pretty awesome stuff. That was definitely, I would say, one of the coolest things we've done in the Bahamas, and that's feeding the turtles. We're gonna make a move to eat lunch at a place called Grabbers. I've watched multiple different videos on the Abacos, and it seems like this is one of the more popular places to go here by boat. We want an easy place where we could pull the boat up on the dock and just have a short walk to get some food. So since I'm getting my wallet out of here for lunch, I wanted to show you guys something here real quick. And this is actually my ditch bag right here, made by Drift. And if you're doing any type of offshore trip or crossing to the Bahamas, I suggest having a ditch bag. But right here, we have another dry box made by Drift, and this just has my wallet, key to the boat, also has my passport. Another thing that I have in here is a spot tracker, and basically everything inside of this bag is prepared just in case we were in an emergency and we had to ditch the boat, pull out our life raft, air horn, flares, and then we also have a spotlight. This is also made by Drift. And then one more Drift dry box, and this actually houses all of our Starlink charging equipment right here. And then, of course, Starlink unit. This is definitely something that you guys are gonna wanna have on your boat if you just wanna be prepared at all times, and especially when you're bringing your family across the ocean. This is essentially my lifeline in a bag. If you guys wanna get yourself a ditch bag, maybe some dry boxes, spotlights, they also have a lot of other equipment. You can find this stuff on walmart.com. But we're gonna pull in here, eat some lunch, see what Grabbers is all about. Grabbers was pretty cool.
It was good.
Definitely a very upbeat atmosphere going on there.
Keely loved it. The moment she heard the music, she was bumping. She was moving her butt and like ready to have fun.
Yeah, it just kind of stinks we couldn't do much filming there because that music was just way too loud to hear anything we had to say.
Yeah.
But there's a time and a place for it for sure, you know? Like, you want to bring a bunch of friends and have a good time and just sit on one spot on a beach. I mean, that's definitely, you know,
place to do it. And you can always go by golf cart too. So like, it's a nice little beach that you don't have to have a boat.
And that's on Great Guana Key. So, time to make a move though. No better way to end off the day than just hanging out on a beach with the family, put the shades back up, get in the water and just
take a nap.
So we got some dolphin friends here chasing bait. That's cool. You never know what you're gonna see. It's so cool to just see them in this beautiful crystal clear water too. That's amazing. But this is more of our style right here, you know? I mean, crowds are cool, restaurants are cool, fishing is amazing, but this is honestly why we come here.
To get secluded?
To get secluded. That's the only reason why, because, you know, there's a lot of places that you could do what we're doing right now, where we're from, but the view coupled with the isolation, this is exactly what I had in mind right here.
You know, it's awesome.
What's that?
We're healthy, we have a beautiful family, and we have you guys to thank for all of this that we've got going on.
And you know what I think is cool about this, more so in this video, more than most Bahamas videos we've done?
What?
We did it in a 30. As long as you have the weather and the knowledge, anything is possible.
Yeah, and safety equipment, and if it's your first time, I highly suggest going with a buddy, but, you know.
That was kind of like, you know, you ever hear like the medicine
disclaimer.
commercial? Yeah. I think what's so cool too is everybody has a choice. They can do whatever they want.
My mom has the baby, but she's about to do some snorkeling. She requested that. My dad's in the front of the boat. He's got his feet up underneath the shade. I mean, I don't think it could get any better for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Because everybody gets to choose what they want to do. And this is what it's about, guys. You know, I've said it many times. It's about making this as enjoyable as possible. And I don't know about you guys, but this is pretty enjoyable.